What's good, Ken Folk? It's your boy Dom. We back again, round two. I already recorded this video before, but the audio got messed up. But this is the Freestyle Live by Drewestate. If you ain't got it, you better get it. Here we go. All right, Ken Folk, like I said before, this is round two of the Freestyle Live Drewestate unboxing. I had this before and I did a video of it and the audio got jacked up. It's your boy Dom, back at it again. And right now we got the new Drewestate. See what I mean? You couldn't even hear anything. So guess what? I just went out and I bought it again. And the reason why I bought it again, because believe it or not, I've already smoked this twice already. And it's good. And this be obviously the third one. So I got three more that I get to enjoy and sit there and let age and wait for the reveal to come around. So I think we're in the 30-day or around between 30 35 days or so until the event where they release what the cigar is or whatnot. But really it'll really be interesting to see what this cigar is or whatnot. There's a lot of theories online going around. Well, they're looking at the FSL MAR 2024. All that simply means is Freestyle Live. They're releasing it in March of 2024. That's all that is, folks. So don't get your briefs in a bunch, panties in a bunch, or whatever it is. That's really all it is, folks. So just chill out. They're gonna let y'all know what it is. I got my theories and thoughts, and we'll go over that as the video goes. But let's go ahead and unbox it. A lot of you already probably have the cigar box, and you've already went through it and whatnot. But we ain't did it on this channel, so here we go. I really like the packaging on this box. Each time they release one of these, it seems like it gets more and more impressive as far as the packaging or whatnot. But the like so far, of course, is the box. Once you open the box, they give you the little, I'll call it a bookmark here. It's got a QR code on the back here in which you scan, and then you're entered for gifts and all these drawings that's going on. So when you get this, don't share with anybody. Go ahead and log on. I heard that there was a thing where you can only scan in one of these, whatnot, but this is my second one. I scanned it in with no problem, and I was able to register both. So I got two chances to win. So don't be trying to take my daggone gift. It's mine, y'all. Shoot, I got it fair and square. All right, so here we go. We got three cigars here wrapped in cellophane. There is no humidification in here, so I would, if I were you guys, go ahead and open this up, check your cigars out, get them in the humidor. It's been in my humidor like this for about 2 days or so. I haven't been able to get out here and actually shoot the video, so I'm finally getting to it. So I'll let these age properly. I already got one ready to go, so here we are. It does come with a key. I would say this is a keychain doodad. You put it on your keychain, but it's really neat. This makes number two. I'll probably end up giving this to the wife unless she steals it anyway. So there you go. Really cool lighter this time. Stick lighter. So one of the things that I like about this is how skinny it is, and then it pretty much starts on the first go, with second go on that one. But the thing I don't like is it's pretty hard to put the butane fill in. I've heard other people having that issue too. So it doesn't take well. So once you're getting, it spurts everywhere. I've tried turning it down, turning it up or whatnot, but it did get the fuel in there, so it's working fine. That'd be my only complaint. And it did come with the cigar cutter, which is neat too, which also serves as a cigar stand. However, I do miss the fact that they didn't put the unique cool, I don't have one sitting out here right now, but Drewestate does have nice little cool cigar stands that they released with these. Those are really neat. What I'm glad they didn't put in this thing this time was one of those cigar holders, because for me that's pretty pointless and useless. I'm not going to use it. I have fancier cigar holders that I'll use for traveling and going out to cigar lounges with. So I'm really glad they didn't put that in there this time and just kind of upgraded the lighter here. So good job, Drewestate. Appreciate that. So we're going to set this aside. Of course, you know, today we're pairing it with a little bit of that Traveler whiskey right there. This is a selection brought to you by Buffalo Trace and Chris Stapleton and the master distiller, Harlan Wheatley. All right, folks. So guess what? Like I said, third one. This is my third go at this cigar, and I enjoyed the first two very well. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, folks. Obviously, we see the looks. It's a pale looking cigar with not a lot of oil sheen to it. Fairly rugged looking. Looks like your standard run-of-the-mill Connecticut cigar. Basic and simple. But once you smoke this cigar, it's going to smoke a whole lot like 20 Acre Farm. It's going to be in that same realm. There are some notes on here, darker notes, peppery notes on here that really shine through this Connecticut cigar. I'm really surprised at the blending that was done with this cigar to bring out a lot of darker tones. For that way, individuals that don't really care for Connecticut cigars will start to re-love or gain a respect for the Connecticut leaf. Really, really good job on this stick. So right off the jump, hey, you don't, and it's a word fools you again, there's not a ton of bold flavors that pop out even in the cold draw. It's just, hey, and light, dry leaf flavor, that's it. It's once I lit this where I really got it and understood, wow, this is really complex and unique. I got some tobacco in my mouth, sorry y'all. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and light this bad boy up. Yeah, this stick lighter is cool, man. I like it. It feels good in the hand. It's not too bulky or whatnot. It's got a nice jet stream going there, so let's get a nice easy light on this cigar. And I like to have I don't really care for those triple flames, quadruple flame cigars. I mean, unless you're smoking a big ass huge cigar, which I rarely do. This is quite perfect for my needs and what I do, and it's good to go. I like to, when I'm lighting these lighter shade cigars, like to keep the flame far away because that wrapper will start to burn real quick on you and just look really off. But this one's, yeah, it's doing really, really good. Man, as soon as you light it, it just has this lace of cedar, chocolate aroma, and a light pepper note that balances very well. Something that I typically don't pick up with my normal Connecticut cigars that I smoke. And what I forgot to mention on the body, before the light on a cold draw, I wrote before there was a chocolate, really pronounced chocolate note on the body. It smelled really good. It's almost like you unwrapped a Hershey's bar and had milk chocolate smell, and it was really, really good. I really like that. So I do have notes that I've taken on the first two of the unknown cigar that I smoked. And again, this is a Robusto ring gauge 50. It's actually, I believe, a double Robusto, or actually you probably call it a Toro. And it was $40 for the kit, which I think is a good buy. I mean, everything that you get in that kit, I think is totally worth it. They do these releases at least once or twice a year. I don't think they've made more than 2 a year, but I've done the last few, and so far they've been pretty worth it. I think the release from 20 Acre Farm was one of the best, and sometimes the releases are either from the same line or they're a new product line under the Drewestate logo umbrella. That works, and Drewestate already makes very good products, so I think they do a very good job with the side cigars that they do. I don't want to call it side cigars because that kind of puts it down a little bit, but I mean, it's an offshoot from them, but it's really good. So what they don't give you is what's in the cigar, so it's a mystery until the release in March, right? So you're sitting here guessing what the cigar could be and what could be in it. And I like it this way because it really helps you fine-tune the craft, fine-tune your palate, fine-tune your knowledge on cigars, and you'll figure out if you're right or you're wrong. Now for me, what I'm getting so far on this cigar is Dominican flavor. When I smoke the Davidoff or Dominican Puros, they're often mild and they have this just distinct this light chocolate note to it, light hay note. They're just really light and balanced, and it's just reminding me of that Dominican leaf. Maybe even could be some Mexican San Andreas in there too. I don't know. It could be a little bit lighter shade of Connecticut broadleaf mixed inside the filler there. This is what's giving it that oomph, that little bit of that pepper kick. That could be it. But right now the body is coming in at about a medium. And the flavor comes in about a medium as well. So right now this would be a cigar that I wouldn't mind smoking in the morning or around lunchtime, or if dinner, if it's evening time, if I don't want to get into something too full, I would go this route. But typically I would save a cigar like this for morning or lunchtime. It's not crazy, it's not super bold, but it tastes really good. It's gonna be really interesting to figure out what line this is going to come from. And my immediate thought was going to be that it was going to be another Connecticut version for the 20-acre farm. And then I was thinking, well, maybe it could be a Liga, or maybe it could be an Undercrown. I don't think Liga has a Connecticut, and I don't quite think that Undercrown has a shade of this either. So my best guess would be either Liga, Undercrown, or a 20-acre farm. If it isn't any of those three, and if it's got its own, then sign me up for a box. These are good. So right now, flavor's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this down a little bit, and we'll update you in the second third if anything changes. Y'all stay tuned. All right, fam, we deep into the second third of the Freestyle Live cigar, and okay, I'll be honest and say this right now. The first two that I smoked were a whole lot better. This one isn't that bad. It's just that the transitions are just not as smooth. With the first two, just deeper chocolate notes with hay, and then citrus notes were coming through. And then the second third, there was like this pineapple nuance that came through. It was so weird, but yeah, it was there in the first and the second cigar that I had. This one, I didn't pick it up. It was a slight hint of citrus, but it got more nutty. It got more woodsier notes with this cigar. So I guess I was expecting that same experience, and this one threw me off a little bit. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So that's the thing with, cigars, when you get different rollers, rolling them, and the composition of the cigars is pretty much the same, but I mean, it could be a little extra something added and just not as balanced as the other ones, an extra piece of binder, a stem or something that could throw the flavor off a little bit. Could be even well, my wife is in the background. She mentioned maybe glue, but with that being said, there is a slight adhesive when they roll the cigar or whatnot, so it could be a little bit extra. I don't know. It could be anything. Who knows? But good thought from the wife anyway. Appreciate that. But yeah, the transitions are a little different. So this one is not as good as the first two I smoked, but it's still not bad. It still really is a really good cigar. And as far as Connecticut, it's still better, a whole lot better than a lot of other Connecticut cigars that I've had. So I'll put that down for a second. So while I was breaking, I went ahead and tried to open these up. Man, they packaged these up so damn tight, man. Went ahead and took some of that off, and then once that's off, it's still wrapped up like this. So I would say that even since I still didn't take these out directly and I just put the whole thing in the humidor, should still be good, but I still like to get these out, and that way they get acclimated to my humidor, and then the cigars can take upon the humidity that I like for my taste. Good, but like I said, this thing is, man, they wrap the hell out of these things. There we go. So it's got another piece of cellophane on it, and I say take these out because I mean it's going to take a lot for all that humidity to get through all of this wrapping and packaging and stuff, and then has to get through this breathable cellophane too. So I like to just take those out. These I'm going to keep in the cellophane, let them age a little bit, and wait for the release, and we'll see what the pricing is on the boxes of these and whether or not if I'll get some more of these or not. But I don't want to take them out of cellophane because I really don't want them to intermingle with the other flavors or other smells and stuff that I got in the humidor. I want them to keep whatever the blender has intended this cigar to be. So I'm gonna keep these segregated inside of the cellophane by themselves, and we'll see what happens in March when they release this cigar, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and just end the video right here. I dig this cigar. The first and second time I reviewed this, appearance I gave it a 9, construction I gave it a 9, flavor was a 9, and value for money I gave it a 10. It was $40 for all of this, was a really great buy. Overall rating was a 9 for me as well, which pretty much came out to a 9.2 on the Kindred leaf scale. So I dig it. So y'all let me know in the comment section below if you guys got this stick. What are your thoughts? What do you think? What could this cigar be? What do you think the makeup of it is? And let me know your thoughts. And hey, that way in March, man, we can get together and we can figure out, you know, either celebrate that we were right or celebrate that we were wrong. Either way, y'all know the motto: be kindred in the leaf, be kind to one another, and we will see you in the next Kindred Leaf cigar review.